Let's stop pretending for a second. You might think, I shower every day, wear clean clothes, and use deodorant. I'm clean. But are you really? Or are you just rinsing the obvious parts and skipping the spots that actually cause the smell? Here's the tough truth. A lot of older adults walk around thinking they're fresh and tidy, while everyone else can smell something a little off. And no, it's not just old age. That sour, musty smell, it's coming from places you're not washing properly. Yes, you. We're talking about hidden spots, places that trap sweat, bacteria, and dead skin. Places that don't get cleaned unless you make the effort. Behind your ears, under your belly fold, around your toenails, behind your knees. All those small spots that are doing big damage to how you smell and how you feel. The worst part? Most people don't even know they're missing these areas. You might blame the laundry soap, your shoes, or even your age, but let's be real. If you're not cleaning properly, you're going to stink, no matter how fancy your cologne is. So this isn't just a lesson in hygiene, it's a wake-up call. If you care about your dignity, your health, and how others experience being around you, then it's time to stop skipping steps. Let's go over the body parts you might be forgetting, and show you how just a few extra minutes in the shower can change everything. Ready to stop smelling like old age and start feeling truly clean again? Let's begin. Tip number 1. The groin area and inner thigh creases. The groin area, where your upper thighs meet your body and lower stomach, is one of the most commonly missed spots during bathing, especially the creases between the thighs and the lower belly. This part of the body is warm, soft, and usually covered by clothing all day, which means it doesn't get much air and tends to stay moist. As we age, our skin may sag a bit or form new folds, especially around the lower belly and thighs, which can trap more heat and moisture. Even if you wash your private parts carefully, it's easy to skip the small creases on the inner thighs. These folds can trap sweat, oils, dead skin, and bacteria, all of which lead to a musty or sour smell that can cling to clothes and linger. If this area isn't cleaned well and dried properly, it can also lead to skin irritation, itching, or even infections. To care for this area, gently use warm water, a soft washcloth, and mild soap to clean where your thighs and lower stomach meet. If you feel comfortable, gently lift the skin to reach underneath any folds. After washing, it's important to dry the area completely, as moisture is what causes the bacteria to grow. You can even use a clean towel or a hairdryer on a cool setting if bending is difficult. If this area gets sweaty or irritated often, using a gentle talc-free powder may help keep it dry and more comfortable. Tip number 2. The belly button and the fold under it. The belly button is a small but important spot that's easy to forget during a bath or shower. For many people, especially those with an innie belly button, it becomes a tiny pocket where lint, sweat, and skin oils collect. Over time, without regular cleaning, the inside of the belly button can develop a sticky, dark buildup that smells unpleasant. Many people don't even know it's there until it starts to cause odor or discomfort. In addition, some older adults may develop a soft fold of skin under the stomach, especially if they've lost weight, have a rounder belly, or sit for long periods. This area beneath the stomach can become warm and damp, especially in warmer weather, making it the perfect place for sweat and bacteria to gather unnoticed. This can lead to a smell, chafing, or even small skin infections if left uncleaned. To care for your belly button, gently wash it with your finger, or a cotton swab using warm water and a little mild soap. Rinse it well and then gently dry it using a soft towel. If you have a skin fold under your belly, lift it gently, if you're able. And wash and dry that area thoroughly too. Taking a few seconds each day to clean and dry this part of your body can make a big difference in how fresh you feel. Tip number 3, behind the ears and in the ear folds. This area is one of the smallest on the body, but it can have a surprisingly big impact on how fresh we feel and how others perceive us. The space behind the ears, as well as the little folds and curves on the outer ear, are places that are easily forgotten during bathing. We don't usually think to wash there, and because it's such a small area, it may seem unimportant. But over time, oil, sweat, and tiny flakes of dead skin can collect behind the ears. Since this part of the body stays warm and is usually covered by hair or glasses, it doesn't get much air and can start to smell a bit sour or greasy, even if the rest of the body is clean. For older adults who wear hearing aids or eyeglasses, this issue can be even more common. These helpful devices sit snugly behind the ears, and can trap heat and sweat, especially in warm weather or after a long day. If the skin behind the ears isn't cleaned regularly, it can feel sticky or even develop a rash or sore spots over time. In some cases, a strong body odor may come from here without the person even realizing it. To gently clean this area, all that's needed is a soft washcloth or your fingertips, warm water, and a little mild soap. When you're washing your face or shampooing your hair, simply add a few moments to clean behind each ear, and along the edge where the ear meets the head. Also remember the tiny folds in the ear itself, not deep inside, but on the outer parts. After rinsing well, dry the area carefully with a soft towel. If you wear hearing aids, make sure both the skin and the device are dry before putting them back on. A little daily care here can go a long way toward feeling fresh and confident. Tip number 4. Under the toenails and between the toes. Our feet are one of the most hard-working parts of our bodies, yet they often get the least attention, especially when it comes to daily hygiene. As we age, reaching our feet can become more difficult, so this area may be accidentally overlooked during baths or showers. But foot hygiene is incredibly important, not only for comfort, but also for preventing odor, irritation, and even infections. The areas between the toes are warm, dark, and often moist, which makes them a perfect place for bacteria or fungus to grow. This can lead to itching, peeling skin, a musty smell, or even athlete's foot, which is a common skin condition. The area under the toenails can also trap dirt, dead skin cells, sock lint, and oils. If this buildup stays under the nails, it can cause them to thicken, turn yellow, or emit a strong, unpleasant odor. Nail fungus is also common among older adults and can be hard to get rid of if it sets in. To keep feet clean and healthy, try to wash them thoroughly every day. If it's hard to bend down, use a long-handled foot scrubber or sit on a bath seat while someone helps gently clean your feet. A soft cloth or sponge with warm, soapy water works well. Be sure to gently wash between each toe and then dry them carefully, especially in the spaces between. Moisture left between the toes is often the main reason for odor and infections. To clean under the toenails, use a soft nail brush or an old toothbrush with mild soap. If toenails are thick or difficult to trim, a podiatrist, foot doctor, can help keep them healthy and comfortable. Wear clean, breathable socks each day and choose shoes that let your feet breathe. These simple steps can greatly improve both the look and feel of your feet and prevent odor from sneaking up on you. Tip number 5, behind the knees. The area behind the knees, called the popliteal space, may not seem like an important place to wash, but it plays a bigger role in personal comfort and hygiene than people often realize. This soft folded part of the body tends to be warm, moist, and hidden, especially when you're sitting or lying down for long periods. As a result, it can become a place where sweat, skin oils, fabric fibers, lotion residue, and dead skin cells quietly collect. Knees may be bent more often than straight, especially for people who sit in recliners, use wheelchairs, or rest in bed. Because the skin behind the knees isn't exposed to much fresh air or movement, it becomes the perfect little pocket for heat and moisture to build up. Over time, this can lead to skin irritation, itching, redness, or even rashes and fungal infections, particularly in warmer weather or if the person sweats more than usual. If someone wears compression socks or support stockings, these can also trap sweat or cause friction in this area, leading to discomfort or a musty odor. People with conditions like diabetes or circulation issues may be even more sensitive to skin changes in this region. The good news is, caring for this area is simple and gentle. When bathing or showering, make it a habit to gently lift the leg or slightly bend the knee to reach the area behind it. A soft washcloth or sponge with warm, soapy water is all you need. Gently clean the skin behind each knee, making sure to get into the fold where the leg bends. This usually only takes a few seconds. Afterward, it's very important to dry the area well, patting it softly with a towel, especially in the creases. Leaving it damp can lead to irritation or an unpleasant smell. If the skin here is dry, flaky, or red, a small amount of gentle moisturizer may help, but avoid thick or greasy creams that might trap more moisture. If you notice signs of ongoing irritation or odor that doesn't go away with regular washing, it's a good idea to check with a healthcare provider. In short, keeping behind the knees clean and dry may seem like a small detail, but it can prevent a lot of discomfort. It's one of those areas that can easily be forgotten, But once you start including it in your routine, you'll likely feel fresher and more comfortable throughout the day. Now that you know the 5 most commonly missed spots on the body that can cause odor and discomfort, here are 3 extra tips to help you stay feeling your best. These bonus suggestions are simple, practical, and make daily care easier, especially for older adults or anyone helping with personal hygiene. Bonus Area 1. The armpit crease and upper arm fold. While most people wash their underarms regularly, what often gets missed is the crease between the upper arm and chest, especially if there is some sagging skin or extra body weight. This fold can trap moisture, sweat, deodorant residue, and bacteria. If left unwashed, it can start to smell sour or musty, even if the rest of the armpit seems clean. The problem is, water from a shower might not fully rinse that crease, especially if you have limited mobility or if you rely mostly on a quick rinse. To clean it properly, gently lift your arm and use a soft washcloth or sponge with mild soap to reach deep into that fold, paying attention to both the front and back of the armpit. After rinsing, dry the area completely, and if you tend to sweat there, consider using a talc-free powder to keep it dry and comfortable. Bonus Area 2. Under the breasts and chest folds, for women and men with a larger chest. This is one of the most commonly overlooked areas, especially for women or for men who carry extra weight around the chest. As we age, skin begins to sag naturally, and soft folds form under the breasts or in the chest area. These folds may seem small, but they can trap sweat, skin oils, heat, and moisture all day long, especially when we wear bras or snug shirts. Over time, this warm and moist environment becomes the perfect place for bacteria, fungus, and yeast to grow. That can lead to a sour or musty smell, itching, redness, rashes, and even infections if it's not taken care of. Many people think that if they shower daily, this area is clean, but water running down the body isn't enough. It's important to gently lift the breast or skin fold and wash underneath using a soft washcloth, warm water, and a mild soap. Don't scrub harshly. This skin is delicate. After rinsing, take your time to pat the skin dry very gently. Leaving it damp can cause irritation or allow fungus to grow. If you're someone who tends to sweat a lot under the breasts or chest, you can use a talc-free powder or a gentle moisture-absorbing cream to keep the area dry and comfortable throughout the day. Some people also use soft cotton pads or breathable liners inside their bra to help absorb sweat and reduce skin friction. Even if you've never had a problem with this area before, it's wise to make cleaning under the breasts or chest folds a part of your daily routine. It's not just about staying fresh. It's about protecting your skin, staying comfortable, and treating your body with kindness and care. Bonus Area 3. The back and spine creases. The back is one of the most difficult places to reach, especially as we get older and may deal with stiff joints, limited movement, or pain in the shoulders or arms. But just because it's hard to reach doesn't mean it doesn't need attention. The back, especially the middle of the spine and lower back area, can collect a surprising amount of sweat, oil, and dead skin every day. These areas often have natural folds or creases, and they don't get rinsed properly, just from water flowing down during a shower. As time passes, these untouched areas can develop a musty smell, dryness, flakiness, or even breakouts like pimples or small boils. If your back tends to sweat a lot, maybe from sitting in a recliner or sleeping in bed, moisture can sit in the skin folds and lead to discomfort or odor. And if you wear layers, tight clothing, or lie down often, your back may stay warm and damp for long periods without you realizing it. So how do you keep your back clean when it's hard to reach? One great tool is a long-handled bath brush with soft bristles, or a looped body washcloth you can hold at both ends and rub across your back like a towel. These tools are especially helpful for seniors because they don't require twisting or stretching. During your shower, add some gentle soap, reach back and scrub the upper, middle, and lower back with care. Focus on the spine area and the sides near the ribs too. After your bath or shower, it's just as important to dry your back fully, especially along the spine and in the small of the back. If you can't reach, ask someone you trust to help, or consider using a hairdryer on a cool setting to gently blow dry hard-to-reach places. Caring for your back may seem like a small thing, but it helps you feel cleaner, reduces itching, and prevents long-term skin issues. You'll feel more confident and comfortable, especially when sitting for long periods or going out in warmer weather. Remember, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't need care. Let's be real for a moment. Most people don't smell old because of age. They smell because they're skipping basic body care, plain and simple. It's not your wrinkles, your gray hair, or the number of candles on your last birthday cake that's causing that faint sour smell people notice when they lean in for a hug. It's sweat, bacteria, dead skin, and moisture hiding out in places you never think about. Behind your ears, under your breasts, around your toenails, and behind your knees. That's the truth. And let's not kid ourselves. It's easy to ignore these spots. You shower quickly, pat yourself dry, throw on clean clothes, and think you're good. But meanwhile, those sneaky little folds and forgotten corners are quietly building up gunk day after day. Then, before you know it, your favorite shirt starts smelling off. The couch cushion seems to carry your scent. People politely keep a bit more distance. You chalk it up to getting older, but the real culprit is avoidable. Now, nobody's saying you need to scrub yourself raw or spend hours in the bathroom. But come on, how long does it take to swipe behind your ears or under your belly fold with a warm cloth? 2 minutes? 3? That's less time than it takes to complain about your back pain. Aging doesn't mean giving up on personal care. In fact, as you get older, your body needs more attention, not less. The skin is thinner, the folds are deeper, and the airflow is poorer, which means bacteria thrives more easily than ever. Some folks might say, well, nobody's going to see those spots anyway. But here's the thing, you will. You'll feel it. That stickiness under your breast, that itch behind your knee, that faint mustiness that clings to your collar. Your confidence takes a hit, even if you don't realize it. And if you think people around you don't notice, think again. They do. They just don't say it out loud. This isn't about shame, it's about respect. For your body, for the people who care for you, and for the image you put out into the world. Because smelling fresh and feeling clean isn't a luxury, it's a basic form of dignity. It says, I still care, I still matter, I still take pride in myself. So no more half showers. No more quick rinses and assuming the water did the work. No more acting surprised when someone offers you deodorant as a joke. You know better now, so let's do better. Start small, add 1 or 2 new habits. Keep a soft cloth by the sink for spot cleaning. Get a long-handled sponge if reaching is tough. And if you need help, ask for it. Because there's no shame in needing assistance. The shame is in ignoring it when you know it's a problem. You've lived a full life. You've raised families, built careers, overcome struggles. You deserve to feel fresh, clean, and confident every single day. Let's stop blaming getting older and start giving our bodies the thoughtful, loving care they deserve. The secret to aging well? It starts with a washcloth, 5 minutes, and the willingness to stop pretending that clean enough is actually clean.